just turned on my stream.
Goodies are over. We're not going to rebroadcast them on the podcast. We're just going to go to the summary, what we saw, what we liked,
Ooh.
and then we'll continue forwards. And you'll find out the results. Rather surprising results.
That was a long stream.
Of the prediction. The prediction.
Yes, the prediction?
The Genshin prediction.
The Genshin prediction.
Mm-hmm. Presented by Grubhub.
Grubhub.
But anyways,
order a pizza. Get a pizza emote.
Get a pizza emote for Final Fantasy 14.
Let's see.
Checking levels. Check levels. Go check 1, 2, please. Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, 3. Penis.
We're good.
Hold on. Now I'm going to my stream to check on my levels.
Testes. 1, 2. Testes.
Go to my channel.
Speaking of balls. The goaties for Final Fantasy 14. They had a lot of balls on their stage. It was very levels. Check levels. Check 1, 2, please. Satisfying, to be honest.
1, 2, 3. Penis.
Quite satisfying, in fact.
Now I'm going to my stream. My levels.
Check the chat. We got that going. So we're on the podcast. It's not Hump Day. It's the day after Hump Day. We got goaties. We got sales on the PlayStation Store for the goaties. Okay. We got a couple of PlayStation blog entries. Mainly, they're promoting this Matrix Unreal 5 thing that you can download. And so with that, we're off. Let's take a look at the PlayStation Store. Oh, I'm Hizzle.
And I'm Hedro.
Yep, you certainly are. And we had a little competition with predictions for the Game Awards, and I don't think we'll reveal the results, but you hang on to your fucking, handlebars for this one, because whoa, it actually came down to the final category. Technically. But yeah, what a battle that was. We actually got a lot right. I'm proud of us. So here we go. On the PlayStation Store.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
Goaty nominated games. Look at this.
Fizzle, what are you streaming on?
YouTube. And it should be live.
I don't see you at all.
ETN live. YouTube.
You're not showing them. Fuck you.
Wait, I'm not live?
It's not showing you at all.
Yeah, it is. No, it's not. The fuck?
The fuck, YouTube? This happened to me earlier. I had to fucking start a brand new stream.
It says it's streaming.
Yeah, mine was saying that too earlier, but it wouldn't fucking show up.
Okay, I'm streaming. Start streaming.
And then, because I was going to take your link and spam the shit out of it in Discord.
Is it because I started it a minute early or something?
I don't know. I clicked on your thing that you had up for a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't show anything. Mr. Because I have the reminder on for 12 o'clock. It's past 12. Playback unavailable.
It says preview, though. Dadgummit.
I like how you put check 1, 2 in there. Very classic.
We'll try this again.
Podcast restarting. Hold on. I need to.
Oh, it's gone. It disappeared.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm just going to create a live stream then. Fuck it. I'm not even going to do this shit. I'm just going to. Let's do it live. There. Here it comes.
There you are. Let me.
Yep, there I am.
Hi, welcome to the Hizzle Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, take two.
Take two.
Sometimes it takes two, Hitro.
Sometimes it does take two.
Yes, it does. See what I did there? Pretty nice. Wait a minute. No, I'm not streaming.
It shows you live. Wait, no. What? What the fuck? No.
It says, oh, now it's live. There we go.
Live? Yeah, it's live. Wait,
Yeah,
no.
it's good.
What?
That's good. It just says Hizzle live stream though.
Yeah, that's all mine says too. Like if you go to my page.
I'm gonna edit that though. I'll edit it. Hizzle Gaming Podcast Goatee Awards. And it's visible to the public. There. Did that clear it up? Did that fix? Yes, it fixed it. All right, we're good to go. We're on the place. It is Thursday. Let's recap. I'm Eric Hizzle.
Nice.
And you're Hitro. And we're doing the Hizzle Game Podcast live. After the Game Awards are now done. We're not going to rebroadcast it.
Yeah, I really probably should re-edit my shit, but I'm just like, oh, fuck it.
There is a PlayStation Store sale up for the Goatees right here, the Game Awards. We're going to check that out first. Then we're going to recap the awards, what we saw from the trailers that stood out to us, okay. Each of us, and we're going to resolve our differences in life. No, we're going to resolve the competition between Hitro and I for the predictions that we did last week, and a very interesting conclusion to that. You'll have to watch to the end to find out, or listen to the end, depending on what you're doing. But we're here on YouTube after fucking it up a couple times.
Yep.
It is live. We're going strong, and here we are on the sales page.
And Deathloop with the greatest sale right now.
Deathloop is interesting. Is interesting. It is very interesting.
50% off, $30 for the PS5 edition.
Mm-hmm.
That is worth the price, I think.
PS5 coming in strong at the Game Awards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Deathloop got a couple, which you'll see in a little bit. Kenna got a couple, which surprised me, but didn't surprise me, but surprised me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But Kenna is on sale as well. That is an excellent game. It's excellent.
Yes, it is.
Resident Evil got nominated, but bupkis.
Bupkis.
I don't know why Battlefield is in here.
For one, there is something really wrong with this list.
For Assassin's Creed.
No. Battlefield. That game, you should never spend $70 on.
And you should never play it on a PS4.
That game should only be $40, what the PS4 version is on for sale. Because it's just a multiplayer shooter and no campaign.
True.
And also, I found out earlier today, because I was watching a bunch of other channels, Battlefield 2042 was initially supposed to be the Warzone Tarkov crossover for EA.
A free game.
Yes. And then they decided to scrap that and just turn it into a full-blown game. That's why Conquest is the way it is, which feels more like a Call of Duty shooter than it does a Battlefield shooter. So it's like more fast, twitchy kind of thing. And classes don't make a sense. It's supposed to be specialists, which is now that all makes sense to me. So,
but they still try to milk people for $70.
Yep, and the Hard Zone or whatever it's called was going to be the free thing that they were going to put out. And I got a feeling it's already dead because it doesn't work. So, well, yeah. So, if you want to play this game and you guys have a PC or whatever, spend $15 for EA Pro for like a month or two, and you can play Battlefield, get your fill in, and then just unsubscribe. And you get the Ultimate Edition of the game. So, that is my take on Battlefield 2042. It's a fun game, but it's not worth $70. It's not even worth $50. It's worth $40 at most.
Guardians of the Galaxy Goaty winning for best narrative,
Best
which we'll
narrative.
find out later.
That's a
$38.99.
that's a pretty good sell, but I think it was on a deeper sell like a week or two ago for Black Friday. Wasn't it like on sale for like $30?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was on a deeper.
The Demon Soul sale is the same because that's
Demon,
what I
yeah,
bought it for.
yeah. Demon Souls is the same, but I think Guardians of the Galaxy was on sale for like $30. I think at like Best Buy and stuff.
I've seen Riders Republic cheaper,
Yeah,
so don't buy that if you're waiting for sale. Returnal is the same sale.
yeah. I'm waiting for that to go
Um,
on a deeper sell. When that drops to $30, I'm willing to go into a rage-induced coma of these kind of games.
it's hard. It's a
Yeah,
hard game.
I watched you play it. It already looks like I'm gonna have to buy at least another controller or two before I even attempt to touch it.
It
It
takes
takes two.
two. Goaty winning several Goaties,
Oh yeah. Currently on sale for
including
25
and
bucks.
so yeah, drop 25 and fuck the Oscars.
Or if you have a friend who owns the game, download the friend code
Yeah,
and just play with them.
that is the key to this game is that you have to play it with someone else, but the good part is that other person doesn't have to own the game.
Oh yeah.
You can download the friend code edition and play the entire game with your friend for free. Well, that your friend has to own it, but
Yes.
you don't. Very cool.
I will say though that Demon Souls Digital Deluxe Edition, if it was just slightly cheaper than 33% off, I think this should have been around the like Demon Souls is what at the $40 mark.
Mm-hmm.
The Digital Deluxe I think should be at like the 50. Because there's not much difference. You're just getting some extra minor shit.
Hades is in there with the
Yep.
little small sale. I
Psychonauts
think
2.
I'm waiting a little longer for Hades because
Mm-hmm.
again, that's another
Um,
roguelike.
if you want to try Hades out, I know you still have Game Pass. It's on Game
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Oh, okay. Well,
Also,
then I'll get
Psychonauts
there.
2 is on Game Pass. I plan on playing that after I play Halo. Yeah.
Hater low.
Halo. I just like, oh wait, I forget.
Did you say hater low?
No, I said Halo. I just
Oh,
stopped.
I thought you
I
said
tried to stop.
hater.
I stopped saying
Hater
Halo
low.
because I figured we'd talk about like what have we been playing this week. Halo. So yeah, I see Returnal, the deluxe edition. That seems about right for that. $60.
Look, the game I'm playing right now, replaying the campaign,
Hmm.
Avengers Endgame Edition.
Yep. Life is Strange. True
There's
Colors.
Tales from Arise Deluxe.
Yeah.
$60.
60
Is that
bucks.
worth it?
If you can find the base game, just get the base game. Don't spend.
Okay.
Because
Don't need the
all the
digital book.
deluxe stuff gives you is just extra costumes. It's just all visual stuff. There's no difference in gameplay or anything like that. No like legendary. Well, I think they don't give you a legendary weapon. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the game. Um, it gives you premium travel pack, adventure pack, artifacts, item food. So it gives you some minor stuff, but nothing that's like too game changing. So it looks like the demo is still on here for free. The standard edition is still full price. So the deluxe edition is actually worth it because between the deluxe and the standard, $60. They're both 60. So yeah, get the deluxe then. Get the extra goodies. It costs the exact same.
Yeah, we were talking about playing Fall Guys for Christmas because one of the things that actually stood out for me, which was weird, is that the Fall Guys is getting a Nightmare Before Christmas like kind of thing
Okay.
for Christmas, and I thought that was kind of cool. That kind of stood out for me actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I also noticed that they also have some stuff from previous expansions as well that are probably included now with it.
most of us got this game on PS Plus when it was free, but you can buy it for $9.99.
Oh wow, Deathloop the deluxe edition, $40. Far Cry Gold edition, $60.
Yeah, and the DLC reviewed really well. At least the first one. It's already out.
Okay.
Hitman is also on sale for pretty
Oh,
cheap.
if you guys have yet to still play it, this game is probably gonna eventually go into PlayStation Classics. But Star Wars Jedi Fallen is on sale for $17.50. That is a really good sell for this game, especially if you
Good
like
ass game.
roguelikes. And it's not like it's a hard roguelike. I think I had more issues fighting stormtroopers than I did fighting the bosses in this game.
It's not a roguelike. No.
No, like
It's just a single player game.
yeah,
It's a story game.
Dark Soulsy ish.
It's Dark Soulsy ish, but it's not a
Roguelike.
roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck you over.
Completely.
There are checkpoints and there
Yeah.
are upgrade points and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
semi combat wise. I don't think it's that hard. I didn't think it was that hard. It is nowhere near
okay.
Demon's Souls.
I will say this: I had more issues fighting stormtroopers than I ever did fucking fighting any of the bosses in that game.
But here's the key: it has a difficulty setting.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that a Souls game would never do.
Difficulty in a Souls game, your ass.
Difficulty in a Souls game is go on YouTube and look up how to cheat.
Or look at everything else. Persona 5 Royal Ultimate Edition is on sale for $40.
That's a good deal.
That is an amazing deal. 60% off, $40 for a $100 game.
And that includes everything.
Now, here's the question. Does that include, what is the standard edition at? The Persona 5 Royal Deluxe Edition is on sale for $25.
Yeah, but the Ultimate Edition includes every single piece of DLC ever made.
The difference is just not much. Yeah, really, the Ultimate Edition is probably the one to go. That's $40. The Deluxe just probably comes with some extra goodies.
It's just costumes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, $40 for this. I'm actually very tempted to buy this since
that's a good deal.
I actually might pick that up before it goes away because these sales end on the 13th. So you have a couple days to buy these.
You have the weekend.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. Outriders, meh. That game is meh.
It'll be free.
It'll be free some point.
I think they're gonna make this free. PlayStation will make this free eventually. If it goes cheaper than $20, you'd probably get your money's worth. And a lot of the issues in this game has probably been fixed by now. So $20.
The new Horizon DLC is free.
Mm-hmm.
So they added some shit to this to fix the loot.
Yeah. So,
but it's still meh. It's still meh.
Meh. It's not a bad game, but it's not a good game either.
No, it's
a meh.
but Borderlands 3 for PS5 is definitely worth $15.
Yeah, I think I'll buy that because I have that on my Xbox. I don't have that on my PS5. So I think I'm gonna pick that up. That'd be a fun co-op run game. Jurassic.
That just came out. Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah, but it's not a deep enough sell. If you are into Sims World games, this is a game. But I would never buy this game for the console. I would. These are PC games, and
agreed. If you're gonna build shit, you need a mouse.
Especially if you have to be very meticulous about certain details, taking care of things. It's a lot quicker to just click on something than it is to move your fucking left stick over until you hit the thing properly.
Agreed, 1000%. And most of the people that play these games to what they're worth are very meticulous. No, they're just ridiculous.
I don't know what that is. Watch Dogs Legions. That's actually worth $15. I would say buy that for $15.
It is fun. It is very, very interesting and fun for about 10 to 12 hours.
Now, mind you, I'm only telling you to get the standard edition. I don't know about the gold edition. I don't know if the DLC is even worth this extra $15.
I have it.
The $30.
Yeah. I have the DLC for this.
How was it?
You get to play as Aiden, Pierce, and the other guy.
Now, the only benefit of buying this game, the gold edition for $30, is that Ubisoft is notorious for never putting any of their DLC on sale ever. Ever. You can never buy their season pass.
Here's the thing, though. I got it on sale.
Yeah, but they don't. It's very rare.
You have to watch for it. Yeah, you got to put it on your favorites.
They will drop it, and they won't say anything, and then it'll just go away.
Yep. Yeah, I think I got it for $20, the DLC.
Yeah.
And of course, I paid the full 60 for the game at launch. Um, I agree. This game is not worth. It's worth 15. It's definitely not worth more than that.
All right. Now here's Elder Scrolls Online is $5. Okay, if you're into that.
No,
Again,
no,
PC only for these kind of games.
that's a drink coaster.
Yeah. Anyways, now if you just now since it is holidays, and let's say you got a relative that's getting a PS5 soon, there is a bundle on here with one extremely good game and one pretty decent game, and that's like we said, this Watch Dogs Legion, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and you can get both of them for $36. That's a pretty solid
I,
deal.
I think I think the Immortals Creed Valhalla bundle is a little bit better.
Oh, I didn't see that. Was that higher up?
It's on the next page.
Oh, I haven't got to the next page yet.
Yeah, there's a Mortal Phoenix Rising Valhalla bundle. A little bit better. But
Oh,
Mortals is a little bit better game than Watch Dogs, I think. And you're going to be able to get Watch Dogs for super cheap on its own if you wanted it.
but yeah, you know what? You're right. That's if that. But I mean, yeah, you're right. Oh, Yakuza Like a Dragon
That's
Legendary
a
Hero
great game.
Edition. That is a good price for that version of the game.
That's a good game.
Yes,
Yes,
it
very
is.
good.
I'm gonna check to see if the other versions.
Oh,
Are
there's
on
the
sale.
season pass. Watch Dogs Legion season pass.
Here, okay, the Hero Edition's on sale, and the Legendary, and that was a Legendary Hero version. So, base game is still full price for Yakuza, but the Hero Edition and the Legendary Hero are on sale. Hero's 35, Legendary is 45. Blackwood, that's more just DLC for that. Okay, Black Desert? No, Guilty Gear. That's too expensive.
Don't play Black Desert on a console if you're gonna play it.
You can get it on PC for cheap anymore. Apex, never spend money on this game. You can play it for free.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, don't spend money on this game. You can play it for free. It's a free game to play. There's no reason to spend money on it. Alan Wake remastered. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
They dropped a trailer for that too.
And Alan Wake 2
for the number
for next
two
year.
for the two. Yeah, for two.
But Alan Wake remastered. If you have not played it, I really do recommend this game. It is a very good game. I don't know which one is which. Batman Arkham Knight. I mean, $4. If you haven't played it, then you haven't played a PlayStation game ever.
If you don't have this for $4, you should buy it. Yeah. Just get it.
If anything, you can probably find a bundle online with all 3 games.
What? How come Biomutant isn't cheaper?
Is Biomutant still a thing? Oh yeah, Biomutant.
It should be cheaper.
Again, it's still too expensive for this price point. I can't really say I enjoyed my playthrough because I did play this on PC and I did find out that the PC version of this game is a little buggy. There were some issues, like I was trying to play with controller and then my controller just stopped working in the game. I was just like, oh, oops, that's not good. So I had to go to mouse and keyboard, which, after like 40 minutes of doing the tutorial, throws you completely. Again, don't spend money on Apex. The season pass of Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, we were just saying it's never on sale. And it's on sale.
It's on sale.
There's that Jet to Far Shore game, but again, it's not. I don't think it's deep enough.
I think that's gonna be free eventually. I'm gonna hold off. I want to play it, but
yeah, me too.
It either has to be like $15, or it has to be free. I'm sorry, developers.
It's technically $19.50 right now with Plus, but
I'm not signed in, so.
But Doom Eternal Deluxe is worth that $29.69 Walmart pricing.
That is pretty good.
Yep, that comes with all the DLC.
Here we go. We were just talking about Fall Guys earlier. The Tron costume pack.
I don't care about costume. I just think it's interesting that they're doing some special Christmas stuff for Fall Guys.
Hey, look.
I I think Fall Guys is an excellent thing to play with like your family and shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's
I
about
wouldn't
it.
buy I would never buy costumes in that
Scarlet
game.
Nexus is on here for the
Deluxe
deluxe
edition.
edition. Um, I'm seeing if the
I
standard.
think I heard it wasn't really that good of a game.
The combat is fun, right? And it can get very difficult. But the story made zero sense to me. And I tried, and you know how I play JRPGs. Generally, JRPGs is like you listen to the story, then you run around and you do shit. No, they were talking the whole fucking time during fights and everything. So I had to, and I was like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on because I don't speak Japanese. So I had to
This
flip it over
isn't
to English.
this is a good sale to peruse through. But again, I think it's rough to buy something for yourself during this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because. But I think there's a lot of really good deals in here
Yeah.
for mainline games that are half off, basically. That are very good. Like if they got nominated for a Goaty, they're probably good. Like I rarely like I was watching the show and I was like in the last 4 or 5 years I've watched the Game Awards. I have rarely disagreed with their nominees to the point where I was just like, no way. Um, like maybe the farthest I'd go is I'd say now that I've played Celeste, I don't think Celeste should have been a Game of the Year nomination, but again, it's like very rarely. It's like I mean, because that year was like Spider-Man, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what I mean? And Celeste. It's like, Celeste, really?
Yeah.
But like this year, all the categories, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. For the most part. So like when you're looking through this category, this sale, it's like, well, all these games have been or were nominated in some fashion. So it's like they're going to be solid games.
Yes.
There you go. There's your sales. Let's go right into the goatees. And I have the results of the competition, and I'm going to go in reverse order. So I'm set up already to go in reverse order from what we
I
picked.
was gonna look at the blog to see if there's anything new on the blog, but
We'll do that at the end because that's the Matrix shit.
okay.
And yeah, and some other announcements. So we'll talk about like what stood out to us during the Goatees. And I kind of want to just pull straight from the top of your head, so it's like not we don't go through the whole thing. But we'll go through all these awards. So we got most. We'll start with most. We'll go reverse order since I have all. That's how I have all our
That's how mine is
predictions.
set up right now.
Yep.
So
So
best esports
most
event.
anticipated. No, we skip all the esports shit. Start with
Oh.
most anticipated. I think it's number 25.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, most anticipated. Heater, you got a point here.
Yes, I
You were
did.
right. You were right with the Elden Ring.
It was
And of
just
course,
it was too fresh, and people were talking
mm-hmm,
about it for a lot
mm-hmm.
longer than they were other games. Like, mind you, if they God of War released a brand new trailer that was just pure gameplay around the same time Elden Ring did that, God of War would have took it. But Elden Ring had gameplay in a long ass trailer.
And they worked it into the trailer in the actual show itself.
Yes, they did.
So it kind of worked. They worked it in there, but yeah, the Soulsborne community is strong. Let's put it that way. So there's your first point. You were up 1-0 at this point, and I already thought you were going to blow me away at this point. I was like, oh shit.
All
I
right.
picked God of War, obviously, and lost. So
I honestly was gonna like my personal choice. Like I figured people would choose Elden Ring, so that's why I voted that one. But my personal choice for me was fucking Zelda. I think for
sure,
God of
sure.
War. Basically every game on this list I'm excited for. Even Elden Ring, even though it's my least excited of the choices,
Mm-hmm.
but still.
Best debut indie. Neither one of us got a point here.
It's Kenna.
The winner was Kenna, and it deserves it. Like I said, I don't want to disagree with that just because I got it wrong.
Cause I chose Valheim.
Yeah.
Because I think Valheim was a solid game at the beginning of the year.
Best multiplayer game went to I skipped content creator.
Yeah.
Went to It Takes Two,
Yep.
which again 0 points. So you're still at 1-0 at this point.
Yep.
And I'm thinking I'm just going to get everyone wrong but yeah, I mean this could have been a little hint as to how the night was going to go for It Takes Two. The fact that it beat out
Back for
all
Blood.
these other games. Yeah, all these other Back for Blood.
Well, Back for Blood was actually having very positive feedback. I wasn't even gonna say New World because New World, after the first week,
Mm-hmm.
people were just bitching and just trying to get into the game. So most people couldn't even play the game for like the first couple weeks. So, and it was a very niche market. MMOs are very hard to fucking win in these categories.
Yeah, MMOs have kind of fallen off also in the
They're not.
last few
They're not
years.
like 10 years ago. It might have been a different story, but now
I
MMOs.
think Final Fantasy 14 still holding on pretty strong,
But
but
that's because it's the community, and the community makes that game. Like if the community wasn't there, that game would have folded a long time ago. I think. All right.
best sports racing, a point for each of us.
Yep.
You share a point here. Forza Horizon 5, I think this is the obvious choice.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Forza's fucking
come on.
amazing.
Yeah, like these other games are jokes compared to Forza. Come on, FIFA, get the fuck out of
Get
here.
out of here, FIFA. We don't need you. One, FIFA should never be considered. That should be more like a gambling game, like 2K.
So 2-1 at this point. I'm like, well, I mean, we both picked the same thing. So I'm still not feeling very good. I'm still thinking I'm getting blown out. Best sim
Sim
strategy.
None of
Yeah,
us.
no points.
I
No points
honestly
here.
thought Flight Simulator would have taken it.
You picked Humankind.
I
It
know,
didn't win.
but
I picked Inscription.
my
It
personal
didn't win.
choice is Flight Simulator because I really liked it.
So no points and
So
no
no
picks and
points.
no nothing.
Exactly.
Go to bed without dinner, he drove.
Yep. Well, I already ate, so too late.
So now we're both struggling at this point.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, I might have a chance because again, no points in the next category for best family game.
Mhm.
We both voted for Mario, and It Takes Two.
Yeah. It was Mario Superstars the one we voted for, right?
God, Nintendo just
Literally
got
the first four on the category: Takes Two, Mario Party, Pokemon, and Super Mario. Any of
could have
those could
been
have
any of
took it.
those.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever think Wario would have ever got
Nah.
anywhere near that because Wario. I'm like, all I ever see about Wario just like seems like memes, and I have no interest in playing Wario.
I didn't think It Takes Two would get this because the content is
Mm-hmm.
is difficult to digest.
Now,
The story in that game is hard. It's hard to
but I
digest.
mean, but if it's like married couples or couples playing the game,
Sure. But when I think family, I think kids.
yeah,
I
same.
don't think like
But then
you and
again,
your wife.
I always did say Mario Party, the monopoly of video games.
It is. It's not a great game. It's just
It's a game where you could lose
something you
friendships.
sit down.
You could literally lose friendships over it.
Okay, the funny thing is, the best fighting game. This is where I started to make a run. Guilty Gear Strive. I actually got right here. You picked Nickelodeon All
I
Stars.
didn't care which one won here, to be honest.
I didn't know. I just figured.
I just flipped the coin. I saw SpongeBob. I'm like, okay. Well, the people in the age range of voting for this game are in that age range of people who watch fucking SpongeBob. That's the only reason I chose it.
A best RPG. We both picked Tales from Arise, so we're tied at 3 at this point. I think this one was kind of obvious too.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk was not winning this category.
Tales of Arise was amazing. Cyberpunk.
Not winning.
If they didn't have a shaky launch, like and shit actually worked, it probably would have won by landslide.
Okay, that's fair.
But because of the way it happened, most people review bomb that game before even buying it. Because people who play the game now actually say they enjoy the game. It's interesting to see that. But, you know. I mean,
it's kind of making a resurgence
but it's
because
like it's still a year later, and there's still a lot of issues to be fixed. Like the
they
first
still don't have a next gen version.
exactly,
There's no next gen version,
and it was delayed from first quarter to second quarter or third quarter or something like that of 2022. Or was that no first quarter 2022, and it was The Witcher 3 that got delayed to the second or third quarter. So, all right. Best
Here's my
action.
run right here. I'm making a run right here.
Yep.
This was my 4th point. Metroid Dread winning Best Action Adventure. You picked
I think I gave it to
Psychonauts 2. Yeah, you picked Psychonauts 2.
I think I just gave it to them because they were listed in so many categories. I just had to give them something, and I've heard good things about it. So, okay, I guess the Nintendo people actually took a win there.
Best and then best action game. I got another point.
Yes, you did, and you took the lead.
And this is where I was up 5-3. I had a big lead. I was in the lead. Returnal. I picked Returnal. I figured Returnal would win an award because I feel like a lot of people felt like they got snubbed. And in this category, it was like Deathloop. Fuck it. And then you picked Deathloop, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. That's a good pick.
Like we both were like thinking Far Cry for personal reasons.
Yeah, it's just because we played it. Yeah, but I was thinking, well, but the Deathloop is the only game here that was in the GOTY, the final award. So it's like, how can Deathloop be nominated for GOTY and not win Best Action Game?
All right.
But it didn't. But then we go to now. I start taking a massive lead because I also won Best VR Game.
I didn't care. I chose a random one, and because I don't play VR.
So now at this point it was 6-3, and I was like, "What? This is retarded. There's no way." I kind of figured I would be able to pick Best VR Game because I've actually played VR, quite a bit of VR.
Last time I played VR, I was like 9 or 10 years old, and it was like at Six Flags.
That was some shitty VR too,
oh, dude, it made me sick.
But here we went to we'll skip innovation and accessibility because
I chose innovation accessibility for Forza.
Best community, we both picked Final Fantasy, so now it's 7-4.
Yep.
For best community, I think that one was obvious too. It's like, but then here comes Hitro on the comeback trail with Genshin Impact.
Yep, Genshin Impact won
for both best mobile game.
Now, if you're wondering why we're calling this Genshin Impact, you should really watch the Game of the Year awards. It is brilliant how clueless people, like how they hire people to bring in audiences, and how these people don't give two fucks about the shit that they're brought in for.
Exactly. They just got paid.
It's literally, it's like, she's from the WNBA. It's like,
how did she didn't even know what Genshin Impact is.
I bet she was probably like, it's going to be League of Legends. It's going to be League of Legends. It's going to be League of Legends. I bet she was just practicing in her head the whole time. But yeah, it's still Genshin. But forever now, Genshin shall be known as Genshin for me. I will never say anything else. Genshin.
So then it was 7-5, and then it went to 7-6 because you picked Kenna.
Yes, I did.
For best indie, and it won, and I was surprised but happy for the Kenna.
You chose
Death's Door. Death's Door is what I chose. Not a shock though that Kenna won this. It's an excellent fucking game. It's good. And then you tied it up. You continued your streak and tied it up at 7. Best ongoing, Final Fantasy 14.
And you said Genshin.
I said Genshin. I was all about the Genshin here. So now we're tied. Now we're tied at 7, and then you got another point and took the lead. I was like, what the fuck? Best audio.
What? Best audio?
We didn't pick games for Impact, and we didn't pick content creator. We did best audio design, and you picked Forza, and you got another point.
Yes, I did.
And now you're up 8-7, and I think I picked Returnal here.
Yeah, you did, because you were like, the rain! The rain!
Anybody who's played Returnal knows about the rain, but Forza is Forza,
And
and it
they're,
took it.
oh god, because car engines are always fucking better.
And then music, I got a point. How? I don't know, but near replicant.
Hmm.
And then
Five
we were
times.
tied at 8 again, tied. And then I was like, oh, this is fucking weird because best score in music went to Near, which I think Near got robbed. Like the reason I picked it is because I felt like I got robbed it a year ago,
Hmm.
and it's always had Near has always been like really good in that
I chose Marvel's
area.
Guardians just because I prefer the kind of music that was playing there.
Yeah, and Marvel's going to get you a point here in a minute,
Yeah.
but not for best art. Best art, I got a point, and I was up 9-8 at this point. Deathloop, and you picked Ratchet and Clank here, which isn't a bad pick. I think it was probably close
Hmm.
between Deathloop and Ratchet
I
and
figured
Clank.
what would throw it in for Ratchet and Clank was because of well, don't get me wrong about Deathloop, but just because the traveling between the worlds was so pretty, like
Yeah, it's
instantaneous, it was very unique.
mm-hmm.
So I was like, that has to take it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you tied it up at
Best
9. We
narrative.
were at 9-9 when you picked a Guardians for best narrative,
Comic book nerds for the win.
and it won over It Takes Two and Deathloop,
Yep.
which was pretty shocking to me, but I was like, okay. So now we get into it, and actually, the last two categories, it was impossible for either one of us to take the lead for the last two categories because we picked the same game. For
Yep.
best game direction, the winner's Deathloop. We both picked It Takes
Takes
Two,
two.
so no points for us here.
That's because
And I kind
we just want more co-op games that are like this.
and I think that we were like I kind of felt like at this point I was like, ah, shit, It Takes Two's not going to get it. It's not going to get it.
And
Deathloop's going to get it.
you were mad because
And
he still wasn't on the stage yet. You were going, "Where are you, Oscar fucks
where's
guy?"
yeah, where is he? And then I was like, okay, we both picked It Takes Two across the board here. We're going to be wrong, but we were not. We tied at 10 as It Takes Two took the Oscar.
Yep.
Fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars. That was the chance.
And he won it, and he got on stage, and he deserves it, in my opinion. EA does not deserve him as a creator, but I
But
hope that
the
he
thing
gets
is
to
though,
make whatever he wants to make
they're leaving him
for as
alone,
long.
and that's a
Yep,
good
for as
thing.
long as for as long as he makes games, I hope he gets to make whatever he wants because he deserves it.
He was so excited
But
when he got on stage too.
but this,
Did you see him walking up? Like when he walked
oh
up to the
yeah,
stage, he was like, he just ripped his mask on, going, "Fuck yeah!" and I was just like, they put Phil center stage, right closest to the stage, and he did not move at all. Phil Spencer's probably going like this. I think I'm gonna buy this studio.
he was probably thinking of how he could get this guy on the payroll.
Honestly, he probably should.
I I I hope that for the rest of his career, he never gets he never loses his spirit because some business decision like fucks him over. You know, because this guy's made Brothers. He made A Way Out, and he made It Takes Two. And honestly, the purchase price of this game combined with the friend pass
Yeah.
business model and just how the game plays is so unique. Um, it's like, oh, it's just a co-op game. No, dude,
And
there's nothing.
I didn't even buy this game at first. Initially, you bought the game, and then it took us probably a couple hours, maybe an hour or so, to try to find the install. Because remember, when they released the game,
It's kind of hard to
it
find
took him like another hour or so to get
to put the
the
friend
friend
pass
code.
on there.
Yeah, the friend
Yeah.
pass. And
Mm-hmm.
we were like, where the fuck is this shit? And then we ended up playing it, and then you were getting a bunch of trophies, and then I was like, okay, I'll buy this now, and then I bought it, and then so you got more trophies in that game than I did, but we did play through it, and I know
You
eventually
have to
I
play
gotta.
through it twice in
Well,
order to get all
I
the trophies.
technically gotta play it like 3 times because I gotta get the beginning trophies because I missed
Oh
those.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
all I gotta do is just like play the first quarter of the game because we only played like for that part on that character and then flip it around. Plus,
Yeah, this thing is just like it's unique in the fact that you have to play it with someone else,
oh yeah,
but it's it's not a unique game type. It's just the business model is interesting because it's like, you can you can play with somebody who doesn't own a copy of it, right?
yeah,
And then number two is the way that the game plays out. It the story is contentious, but also the way that they make you work together and then against each other, and then together and then against each other, like throughout the game, is makes you under makes you feel the story of the game. It's weird. I don't know how to like describe it other than this was my this jumped into my game of the year and never dropped out, like even through Ratchet and Clank, through Returnal, through Guardians of the Galaxy, through and all these other games I played. Kenna, it never pushed in, none of those games ever pushed this one out. It was always there. Um, and so just interesting how, and it's super like casual,
yeah,
I guess is the word to describe it. It's not like super, there's challenging parts to figure out here and there, but it's not like there's nothing in it that's like, oh, fuck you, die, you know?
exactly.
Um, Not that a game can't be good with those moments. It certainly can. In fact, most games are usually better if they push you to your limit, uh, gameplay wise. But this one is just like, as you're playing it, you're just like you're smiling the whole time. You're like, even when you're like supposed to be mad at your partner, come on, man. you know, it's like, nah, I'm still having a good time. So I was happy that that guy won, and I
Yeah,
hope he gets to make
and
something
a
else.
lot of people chose It Takes Two, and I was surprised like how many big content creators were actually saying It Takes Two should win Game of the Year. Because generally, I figured they'd choose games like a Deathloop or Resident Evil or Metroid, right? Because that's the kind of those are the kind of streams that give them views.
Mhm.
It Takes Two, and I mean, besides
You
it
know
being
what?
co-op, I mean,
When we played it, it wasn't high. It never got high on Twitch.
no, it never did. Not even on
No,
YouTube Gaming.
on the very when it first came out, it did not climb Twitch at all, or YouTube. It just Metroid climbed Twitch pretty quick. Deathloop was definitely up there.
Yeah,
Psychonauts was meh. Resident Evil definitely was at the top of Twitch when it released.
Resident Evil is still on the
Mhm.
top of Reddit.
Yeah.
it's like
Um,
it's because it's like Snoo Snoo Lady who also won.
who also won? Yeah.
Who like she
And
was
showed
she
some
yeah
side booba.
she saw she showed some inside booba, but it always make me laugh because I find out that she's not even in the game very long, and she won. It's like, huh?
Well, I mean, neither is Juan Carlos Esposito.
But it's
He's
Juan
not.
Carlos Esposito.
I know, but he wasn't in the game for very long. Yeah, so we tied at 10 throughout all the 22 categories we picked. We tied at 10.
Yep.
That's pretty fucking amazing that we could go through a prediction show and then tie at 10. I think that's pretty cool. We both also got Game of the Year correct. So the Hizzle Gaming Podcast, 2 for 2 on Game of the Year predictions. If you go back in time, actually, we also picked Sekiro. We also picked God of War,
Mm-hmm.
and we also picked.
Mind you, you'll probably never find those.
You won't be able to find them, but we did. Trust me, we picked those. We picked 2020. I picked Last of Us. I don't remember if you did.
No, it was
You picked the other one, Ghost of Tsushima,
yeah,
and I picked Last of Us.
and Last of Us
So
too.
we've been pretty much on point the last 4 years. 2021, 2020, we got half right. 2019 and 2018.
Yep.
We've been pretty good at predicting game of the year. Maybe not the other categories, but definitely game of the year overall. So there you go. Xbox pulling in only awards for Forza.
Oh yeah.
Forza's good. Forza's good.
Forza won a few more awards also because they won best sports, best sound, right, and then they also won innovative or the accessibility. So Forza took 3 awards for the GOTY.
So let's go into the part of the podcast where we talk about the trailers that were shown. And I just want to get your I'm gonna queue up some trailers.
Okay, well,
But there won't be any audio for them. Just because I'm worried that
YouTube will.
my channel will get blown up.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter though, but still. But let's talk about what comes to your mind. What's the first thing that comes to your mind about the trailers you saw during the show?
Star Wars
Just yeah. I was gonna say that.
I
So
like
Star.
I just muted myself. I was like, I'm not talking to anybody because I thought it was gonna be more on Bethesda Star Wars. They're not Bethesda Star Wars, but you know what I mean.
You thought Ubisoft?
Yes, not Ubisoft, but the other one.
Or Jedi Fallen Order
Yes,
2, which
that
hasn't been announced yet. But when you saw the graphics for this game, did it make you think immediately that it was
well,
going to be Quantic Dream?
Well, I didn't know that because no, I wasn't thinking of that. I was going like, man, this is looking amazing. If this is gonna be like Kotar or any of the other ones, I did not know anything about this at all. And
You didn't know that you didn't know it was rumored that
no,
that
because
this could.
I don't look at the forums as much over game rumors.
Okay.
Like I'll pick up a game rumor from time to time if it makes it onto like one of my podcasts or something like that. But I'm not like actively looking for game rumors. It's just how I
Sure.
am. Because sometimes I want to be surprised, and sometimes I think rumors can ruin things.
Okay.
And then I saw Yoda, and I'm like, okay, this can't be Kotar.
I went WTF when Yoda was on the screen too.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
this
like, I
okay,
knew at that moment it
this
wasn't
isn't Kotar.
KOTOR.
And then but then like it shows this planet. I'm like, is this that planet like where it shows them like walking through the market? I was like, is this like a Star Wars First Order, Last Order? No, what is it?
And it's content from the cartoon.
Which I've never watched the cartoons.
You never seen Rebels?
Nope.
Okay, because the guys from Rebels are in this.
Okay.
Um,
And then my brain went like, could it be that they're redoing Battlefront 2? Like properly?
no,
Like properly? Get it away from
no.
EA? And like, because right here, like the big battle in the space, I
I
was
was
like,
thinking Ubisoft right here. I was thinking it was Ubisoft. I really was. And then I was like, wait, the graphics are way too good for it to be Ubisoft. And then when they revealed it was Quantic Dream, the guys that made Detroit Become Human, it made total sense. It clicked. So this will be kind of like not as much gameplay, more choicey. I'm sure there'll be gameplay moments, but I don't think it'll be straight gameplay like what you think. And I think there'll be a lot of choice, hopefully branching paths. That would be awesome.
all right.
But yeah, fucking yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, they're making this. Okay, yeah, that was one of my moments too. I was like, oh.
Okay. What about Tina?
Tiny
They're
Tina, I'm excited for. Tiny Tina Wonderlands.
they brought out the man, the myth, the legend of
Batman.
yeah, Batman. Ugh. he Acted like a hero. He's not a hero.
Yeah, no, that was funny. The trailer definitely didn't. I mean, we've seen trailers for this game before. Didn't really do anything additional for me. Um, but yeah, I'm pumped.
I
I
mean,
think this is
they
a
showed more
good.
gameplay and it looks more fun. And now that you know, it's just great. Uh,
No, it looked good. It looks good. I'm definitely
I can't
just
remember.
as excited for it as it was before. Um, what about Alan Wake 2? That got you pumped up, didn't
I
it?
actually, yeah, that surprised the fuck out of me. Alan Wake 2 did.
Yeah. It was kind of a mystery. They didn't go world premiere before they showed it. They just kind of they just kind of dropped it. Um, how about Among Us VR?
Did not care because they've already had spin-offs of Among Us VR, and they're. But again, Alan Wake 2 was a shock because I was not expecting them to ever go back to that series because it's been over a decade. Um, this was not
It
on my
looks pretty
radar at
good.
all. It was not on my radar at all. I know they just did a remaster, and I thought that was the big news because they showed the remaster back at E3 or the summer event, right? Or was it?
Hmm.
It was some. It was one of the PlayStation events or E3 or around that area. But wow, that was a shocker.
How about Hellblade 2?
Was
That was
not
kind of weird.
That was weird, but even the first Hellblade is extremely weird.
So what excited me? Uh, the Wonder Woman game being made by the Shadow of Mordor team.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I was like, okay, yeah, that should be a thing. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I
Wonder
know you
Woman.
got excited for Nightingale,
Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool.
which is a survival crafting game, another one. But it actually looked pretty decent. It was I think third per ex Bioware people
Yeah.
making a third person.
It's basically like Conan, but it's like in the Fey fantasy kind of universe. Like there's fairies and there's looks like giants, stuff like that in it. I mean,
Yeah, dude, with the fucking Matrix Resurrection trailers, Jesus. But yeah, Nightingale. At first, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know," but then as it kept showing more and more of it, it was like, this is not terrible. Um, oh no, no, it's not third person; it's first person. I think that was what the biggest problem I had with it. But yeah, it looks like go out, hunt shit, and then build your base type thing.
now
Uh,
another one I'm really excited for that they revealed at the end of the thing, and that was Arc Raiders.
okay, that
Uh,
was the third person one,
that was the third-person shooter.
the PVE one.
That it's a giant open-world PVE game. They showed some
X
gameplay.
Battlefield, X
Yeah,
Battlefield.
X also. Wasn't he also part of like Dragon Age?
Yeah,
Yeah, he won the award for Dragon Age. Like he got the
Dragon
goatee for that.
Age Inquisition. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got the goatee for that. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I like the graphics package they used.
mm-hmm. Same. Like the title screen and stuff. I thought it was unique. This looks like it'd be fun. I mean, honestly, mind you, this is just more hype factor than anything, and I'm just also, but because I honestly at first thought it was like, oh, good, it's that Bioware game. They're creating that second one finally. Of the, I can't remember the name of it. It was so bad. Um, the one where you flew around in suits.
Oh,
Oh god,
yeah. Anthem.
yeah. Because I was getting Anthem vibes. Because it showed them like when I was traveling out of the tunnel. I was like, oh, so they're not flying out of tunnels because they live underground now?
This actually reminds me of, I mean, the environmental destruction,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually reminds me a little bit of Outriders
It also reminded
at
me a little.
first.
It also reminded me a little bit of Ghost Recon, and I was like, oh yeah, like we're gonna be stealthing around after that thing. I know for our first thing is Air's just gonna shoot anything that's in the sky. So it's like fuck stealth.
Oh,
But yeah, this was a big surprise. I think Star Wars was a massive surprise, and this one is a massive surprise. And this was like this is like a new IP, so which is good. It's
one
good.
more thing, one more thing that surprised me and shocked me and like kind of got me to perk up a little bit was Sonic Frontiers. What the fuck?
Yeah,
A goddamn open world Sonic game that actually looked fucking good. I was like, what is this? However, Lord of the Rings, things that fell flat for me. Lord of the Rings Gollum. What the hell?
that was horrible. That made me.
Suicide Squad fell flat for me. It was flat, even though it's Rockstar. Space Marine 2, flat.
Among Us VR flat. We always talked about that. Space
Star
Marine
Trek, the
2.
Star Trek Telltale game, a little flat, honestly.
But it piqued my interest slightly. This
Rumbleverse was definitely flat.
Tachia, that's flat for me. Even that.
Really? Yeah, I like that one.
I mean, I'm not into it. I don't know,
I
dude.
think that could be a Kenna. That could be a Kenna for
It's
2022.
very possible. What about Forspoken?
Crossfire X is flat.
Forspoken. I mean, it was good, but
Forspoken, I am day one, no doubt. I love the guy who was writing that
but
game.
no. How was the trailer for you though? Like, I'm getting the game no matter what, but honestly, it wasn't like super amazing either. I mean, that's just my own personal.
I didn't need to see another trailer. I'm already in.
Now this
I didn't
Crossfire
think the
X
trailer was amazing.
Crossfire X sort of fell flat for me because they've been promising this game
Flat.
for the past few years, and it still hasn't come out. So it's just like, eh.
PUBG on care. That's
Now,
flat.
mm-hmm,
Destiny is flat.
Somerville, that fell flat for me.
Okay.
Cuphead, did not care.
I think it deserves DLC, but
Yeah.
I don't care personally, but it wasn't flat. It deserved DLC. Um,
Didn't they show Oh,
Homeworld
Horizon.
3 was,
Horizon was amazing.
oh yeah, that game's going to be awesome.
Um
But The Expanse, what do you think of that one? It was a very spacey type game.
Expanse. Wasn't that Chorus?
It was a Telltale game.
Did not
I must have been
see it.
flat because you don't remember it.
I
Oh, you
don't.
might have been gone at that time.
I think I went and took a leak because it's just,
Homeworld 3 also was flat.
that or they didn't show it during the awards but before the awards because I didn't watch the pre-show.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to take a look at this Expanse one.
It was like a Telltale.
Okay. I mean, that's something I'll have to look into. Oh. Okay, I see the Expanse trailer. I'll put that onto my add to watch later list. But um, now they showed some movie trailers.
GTFO was really flat for me.
I didn't care
And
about GTFO.
so was Vampire the Masquerade.
I was upset about Vampire the Masquerade.
You're just angry. Oh, you were in a rage-filled crying session. Or, I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what I said either. I said some really fucked up bullshit. I was just like, it's just a stupid bullshit, motherfucker. Because
Blade Requiem looks good though.
Oh,
Plague Tale.
Rumblers. Who gives a fuck about another fucking battle royale? Stop it. Stop it, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Stop it. Fuck you.
Yep.
And that's what fucking Vampire Masquerade is. It's just a fucking pretty fucking Fortnite game where you play vampires and it's just like fuck it. It's stupid. oh my god, they showed
But Plague's Tale looked okay.
yeah,
Requiem.
yeah,
It
Requiem.
looked fine. Dying Light 2, what do you think?
The
A
trailer
little
was
flat.
this trailer was horrible. It was not good at all. I'm excited to play the game, but that trailer was just like, oh, so that dude just went into that house, stole their fucking UV lights, got that whole family murdered just to fucking die at the end of the trailer. But then at the end of it, if he did all that shit, and you see where his like son's running up to him going, "Dad," and it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna feel bad for him. He basically just killed 3 people to kill himself and not save his son.
How about Metal Hellslinger, the gods of metal?
Again, die in a burning garbage of fire.
It looked like it was flat.
Oh god, it looks like
What about the Dune 4G game? The 4X Dune game. You got excited.
that was actually pretty cool. I was not expecting them to ever make a Dune game like that. That metal one, whatever, it was just like trying to be Doom Eternal. I'm like, we already have Doom.
No,
We want a heavy
it did
metal
not look good.
inducer shooter. We'll play Doom. We're not gonna fucking play your shit. um.
True. I agree with that, by the way.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII coming to PC. Your thoughts?
Go play it if you haven't, you dumb motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes, it's good.
Saints Row.
It looked about what I expected. It didn't
Same.
fall flat, but it was just
It was
kind of
like
there.
what you expect, right? Nothing like
Yeah.
not as surprising. So yeah. Um.
Sonic Frontiers looked good though. Somerville was meh.
Yeah, like I said,
Uh,
Genshin for me was meh. Sorry, Lames. Sorry, Flat.
how about Lady Gaga coming to Beat Saber? You excited for that?
I did not care. I did not care at all.
How about Slitterhead?
I didn't even realize that was fucking Lady Gaga.
You know you want to play Slitterhead.
Oh god, that scared the
That was that
shit out of
weird
me.
one with the
Oh, I
fucking hot
know.
chicks that
That
turned
shit like
into the
there's a
fucking.
fucking neck monster. Ah,
Yeah,
it's like what the
that's the
fuck?
guy. That's the Kojima's buddy's game.
Yeah, that's Kojima's buddy. Oh, what about that synced off planet one?
I don't even remember that one. So that
So
one was flat.
it was the one where like they would like have like these metal parts on their arms, and then they would send them out forward, and it'd be like some kind of robot.
Okay.
It was like a cinematic trailer.
Hmm.
It reminded me more of some Nintendo Switch game than anything, and I can't even think of the name of the goddamn Nintendo Switch. So
How about protesters standing outside the arena in solidarity with Activision Blizzard workers? What a waste of time. Why would you stand outside the venue?
what was it at the beginning of the show? He made a statement saying that they would not.
Yeah, but it didn't have anything to do with that. It was
Yeah.
more of a I forget what it was. It was something else that he was promoting actually.
Was it promoting? I thought it was more like about sexual abuse, misconduct, or something.
I don't know. He said something. I glazed over it.
Oh,
I was like,
oh, that Still Rising cinematic trailer. Do you remember that?
okay. Mm-mm.
It's the one where it was like a doll and she was like assassinating shit and she was dancing ballet for like a bunch of people and
Nope.
then fighting other robots. We said it looked
Mm-mm.
interesting when we watched it, but I think Rumbleverse just like, what the fuck? No, no, no. The Matrix Awakens.
Yeah, I'm downloading that shit, so I'm gonna
It's
take a
installed
look
on.
at it
I think
later.
it's all installed on my PS5. I'll check it out later. Um, Now they showed the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie trailer,
Okay.
and I was like, okay. And then they showed Tails and they showed Knuckles, and I was just like, okay, Eldris Elba as Knuckles, and I like
What about Elden Ring? Super stoked for it, or you didn't need it? You didn't need that.
I didn't need another trailer. I thought their last
Yeah.
trailer was enough. It was gonna sell a bunch of games anyways. But I got a feeling that's, big paid sponsorship promotion kind of thing for the Game
How
Awards.
about Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
What?
That
No.
was in the pre-show, and
I
so
know
was Babylon's Fall, which is kind of like a Godfall. It looks like Godfall.
that chorus game looks amazing though.
That
Or
wasn't in. Was that in?
it was in the
Yeah,
actual
yeah. They
show.
had a commercial for it. That's right.
Looks amazing.
How about Thirsty Suitors? That's Liam's game. There's
uh,
another one called Evil West, which kind of made me think of Van Helsing. It's kind of like a dude wearing a cowboy hat, fucking killing zombies.
all I
That was
know.
in the pre-show. There's another one called Have a Nice Death that me and Flat were saying looks like you know, I forget what it was. Something like. Then there's Planet of Lana. I think that's one you're talking about with the robots. Persona 4 Fighter was shown, and that was kind of meh.
Did not even
And
see
then
that.
Lost Ark, which I don't give a fuck about,
That's a
which is
it's a Korean MMO.
MMO. Yeah.
It's a top down like Diablo style MMO.
I was sad there was no Final Fantasy 16
Yeah,
anything.
but I got a feeling PlayStation's gonna do it at their big showcase.
And Golem, that looked stupid.
We already talked about going. Now, Halo TV series trailer. I was shocked.
Okay.
I was actually shocked. I mean, it looks pretty good.
Fall Guys, Nightmare Before Christmas collaboration. That was cool. I liked it.
That game is gonna get me drunk again, isn't it?
Yep.
Ah, shit.
K-pop Doke Rockstar music video. Cringe.
I think I went to the restroom when that was happening. I was just like, okay, I don't need to watch
Genshin,
this.
Genshin Impact, a new character.
I think Leems might have lost his shit when that happened. Well, no, he knew about it.
Oh, the one you were talking about, the Souls like where she was fucking up robots. That's
Yeah.
Steel Rising.
Yeah.
And that was on right before Metal Hellslinger, which is why I completely forgot about it. Because Metal Hellslinger looked like garbage.
Yeah.
And then Rumbleverse was on right after that, which also looked like garbage.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Flat. It was flat.
The only two characters in that whole thing that looked interesting to me was Harley and Deathstroke. Or not Deathstroke. Yeah, Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke. Mm-hmm.
It looks like the most two kind of gameplay like characters I would play for their combat styles. I didn't care about Shark Man or whatever his name is, and I didn't give a fuck about Boomerang.
Synced Off Planet. That was the one we were making fun of. It looked like Knack. Where you like summon creatures off of your body parts.
Yeah.
That was weird. Yeah, I think we're in agreement. Like with most of the shit, it was like I think my number one thing was definitely the Star Wars Eclipse.
Yes.
Like if I had to say what stood out the most, and then I think I'm most excited for Forspoken. And then my kind of surprise reveal was I think the Sonic open world game. I was like, what the fuck? And Wonder Woman also. I was like, whoa! But they didn't really show much of that. So instead of making Shadow of Mordor 3, they're like, fuck it, Wonder Woman. So, but yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good show. I know a lot of people were like shitting on the nominees and kind of shitting on the show ahead of time. It's like, nah, dude. This is like the December goodies, you know, the end of the year. You get your hot chocolate and your Gatorades. and then you watch the Game Awards and you kind of reflect on what you played last year, and also you get to see some trailers for some new shit that comes out. So pretty cool.
All right.
And that's all we got. I mean, we could talk about the Matrix PlayStation blog.
Don't forget the December games should have dropped.
They're out, yeah. You could go bitch about the Godfall Challenger Edition.
Yeah.
Because it's not the full game. Go bitch about it on the forums, like
Yeah.
all the other bitches. Like all the other bitches.
So Godfall Challenger Edition is not the full game. Wow.
No. Nope.
Uh.
There's just you don't get to play the story content, which is go to the hub, talk to one person, and then go out and fight.
I think like 80% of people would be fine with that.
The thing is, they don't know, so they just go on the forums and bitch about it not being a full game. It's like,
okay. Lego DC versus Villains is probably the only game, and Mortal Shells are probably gonna be the two games that I download. Well, at least add to my queue. So.
Yeah, and check out the sale. It's a short weekend sale for Game of the Year
It ends on
deals.
the 13th. So.
Yep. Make sure you get into that action. I'm sure Epic and Steam and all that probably have other sales as well. But I didn't check those. But that's going to be the podcast. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever platform you're on. If you're on your phone and in the bathroom, flush, wipe.
And do it all
Just
over
kidding.
again.
I was just trying to. But yeah, that's the podcast. Thanks for being here. If you want to join us live, we're going to try to be a little bit more tight. Keep it to an hour. Keep it from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesdays. So
Yep.
we'll try to keep it a little bit more compact, a little bit more
we went a little
on
over.
time.
And technically, I think you have for like an hour 10 because we talked for like 5 minutes and realized that your stream wasn't streaming.
Yeah, sometimes there's technical issues, but if you want to join in the chat, I am working on a little plugin for OBS to bring user chat questions into the podcast. So if you want to be on live, that might be your chance to get a question answered.
Check our Discord. We're constantly posting when we're going live.
Discord is amazing. The Hizzle Discord is good to be in. There's lots of feet pics in there.
Oh yeah.
And definitely things that are hard to come by. So.
Oh yeah.
Also, for Christmas, we're probably gonna. I'm planning on a Fall Guys stream, and I'm also planning on a Discord watch party for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Actually, so if you want to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with some of the Hizzle crowd, get a Discord invite. I'm keeping Discord private for the most part, invite only. So I'm not gonna just put it in chat and the comments or anything. So, get in the chat, interact live with the stream, or you can comment below and tell us how much my takes suck on video games, because they do.
Yes, they do.
I'm 100% sure that I have bad takes on video games.
Fall Guys, I think, is cross-platform.
It is.
Mm-hmm. So I will most likely be at work, but I will most likely be taking my laptop with me. And so I'll just fucking hotspot the damn thing, go like this, whee!
You're gonna be at work on New Year's Eve?
Not New Year's Eve. I don't think so.
That's when I plan to play it, I think.
I'm off New Year's. No, I don't know. When is it? Is New Year's Eve a Friday this year? Yeah, it looks like it's a Friday. Ew. Thought it was Thursday.
Also, just to not to kill your mood or anything, but on Epic you can get the Godfall Challengers Edition for free as well on PC, and it's not the whole game. So go bitch in the forums about that as well.
All right, that's the end of the podcast. We'll get you guys next week.